Good morning, students. Very good morning. Up to now, we discussed the concepts of Python programming from grade 11 to grade 12, and we discussed the concepts of Unit 3 concept, that is database, DBMS concepts, MySQL and SQL concepts, okay, and database connectivity concepts. Okay, all these are already discussed. Next, coming to enter into next Unit 2 concepts, that is computer networks. Okay, so from today onwards, we will discuss the concepts of computer networks and network related concepts. Today, we will discuss the basic definitions of computer network, what is meant by computer, and types of networks, and the networking components, advantages. All these concepts today we will discuss in this class. Coming to what is meant by network. A network is a group of interconnected computers. Okay, they are interconnected. Why? Because they share. The main aim of this interconnection is here they share information or data. Okay, they share resources, means hardware resources. Okay, so a computer network is a group of interconnected computers that share computer hardware resources, peripherals. Okay, they share computer peripherals and data or information. They exchange data or information from one computer to another computer. So that is the concept of definition of computer network. Okay, in our day-to-day life, we come across different types of networks. They are, okay, networks of railway lines, networks of canals, networks of shopping malls. Okay, these are all different. Networks of roads. Networks of roads. These are all in our day-to-day life. These are all one connected with others. That's why these are all called as networks. Networks of banks, ATM machines, that is automated teller machines. These are all used networks, computer networks in our day-to-day life. So, coming to a telecommunication system, means mobiles, telephone system, these are all uses networks in our day-to-day life. So, networks of malls, networks of hospitals, networks of institutions, these are all uses networks to work with their day-to-day life activities. Radio, television, these two are broadcasting programs through network. So this is one of the best example in our day-to-day life. Coming to one more important. Okay, today we use for our daily communication purpose, we are using one video conferencing. So video conferencing is a networking of peoples interact, communicate with each other, okay, to conduct meetings or reviews through this video conferencing network. So video conference is a best example for networking. So without networking, all these are not possible. So today we imagine without network means no phone, no internet connectivity, no television. So our day-to-day life is interact with all these devices. So network plays an important role in our day-to-day life. In our networking concepts, okay, the systems that are connected to a network is called a node. A node means a system that is connected to a network is called a node. A system that is connected to a server is called as a workstation. Okay, a client. Here clients are connected to server. So this one is called as client server architecture. When we are discussing about the architecture of the network, we discuss about the concept of client server architecture. Different types of architectures are there for any computer network. Okay, so coming to, so all the nodes are connected to a particular designated system, centralized system. That system is called as server. Remaining all these systems are acting as a clients. Okay, so coming to all these computers that are connected to a network, they communicate each other and they act as independently. For any task, they act as independently. That is one advantage. So we establish a network means all these computers are interacted with each other. They deliver some data one to each other. They communicate with each other and they share network resources, means hardware like a printer, scanner or storage media or files. These are all hardware resources. Okay, all these are connected to a designated computer, that is server. The remaining all the clients or nodes shared from that server. Okay, here for example, when we observe this diagram, here computer A and computer B. Okay, so computers, three computers are there. In that, okay, computer printer is attached to one computer. The remaining computers or nodes share the printer through this computer network. So when we observe this diagram, this clearly depicts how the peripheral devices are hardware resources, how they are shared. Okay, so when we are sharing all these computer resources, it reduces the cost. It impacts on the cost of the hardware. So it reduces the cost of the hardware. So that is one of the advantages. This point we added in our advantages of computers. So coming to next concept is advantages of computers. Okay, so many advantages are there when we establish a computer network. So a network is a group of interconnected computers to share information or data, to exchange information or data and hardware resources. So when we discuss about the concept of advantages of computers, first they share computers, they share information or data. Why? Because all these are computers are connected one to each other. That's why they share. One computer shares some information, remaining are get that data. So it increases the speed of the communication. So providing communication, the main advantage of, the main aim of networking is providing communication among the systems. Okay, they are all connected by a communication channel. All these computers are connected by a communication channel like wired or wireless communication technology. So next class we discuss about this concept of wired and wireless communication technologies, networks. There are two types of networks, wireless networks and wired networks. Okay, so physically they are interconnected by using wires, that is wired communication technology. Okay, next coming to quickest document delivery. Why? So data or information shared speedily. So they share files or data speedily. That's why quickest document delivery. Okay, we reduce the hardware cost. That is one more advantage here. Reduce the hardware cost. Why? Here printer, scanner, okay, modems, all these are connected to a designated centralized server, one system. Okay, remaining systems are not connected any scanner or printer. All these remaining nodes or clients shared only one printer in that network. So that's why we reduce the cost of remaining printers cost or remaining scanners cost or remaining modems cost. So single printer uses all the computers that are connected to that network. So it reduces the cost of the hardware. So that is one advantages. Okay, next. So it reduces the redundancy. Why? Because redundancy means we reduce the redundancy. Why? Because here redundancy is one of the most important advantage when you are constructing computer network. Why? Because here we use soft copies in place of hard copies. Every time we use, it reduces the cost of the hard copies. That's why it reduces the redundancy. It increases the efficiency. When it comes to, it increases the efficiency. How we increase the efficiency of the computer system? So here, when we observe, okay, so all the softwares or hardwares, both hardware and software are connected to a single designated centralized computer, that is server. So if any modifications are required when you are managing, okay, so if any modifications of softwares or hardwares, modifications or updation or insertion or deletion, whatever it may be, some changes that are required, then we need not to worry about that one. Only all these are placed at a single point. So that's efficiency increases. One more advantage is preserving information. Why? Because so every computer stores some information. All these information are stored in a particular centralized storage media, that is in a server. We store all these information stored in a server. We maintain all these data in a particular system, that is in a server. So every time we provide backup and security for that data. So it preserves our information in a great manner. That's why preserving data is one of the advantage in when you are maintaining computer network. One more advantage is efficient use of storage media. When it comes to this point, so in a computer network, so many systems are connected. All these are not having storage devices, that is hard disk. Okay, so to maintain all these hard disks, we replace single hard disk, that is big storage media, that is connected to a server. We not maintain each individual system, not connected to a individual hard disk. So we maintain a single big storage media that is connected to the server. So all these data stored in that server. If any system require the data, immediately server send to that data to one computer to another. In this way, they efficiently use storage media, and it provides that data with a greater security. Why? Because if any harmful actions from outside the network, then that's why it implements greater security. It provides backup and mechanism for that particular data. So it reduces the cost of the storage media. All the files, programs and information or data stored in a particular system That system system act as a server. All the remaining clients or nodes share the data from that server. So server provides services to all the clients. That's why it is calling it as server. Coming to network components. So when we construct any network, we use different types of components to construct that particular network. So first one is network interface card. Why? Because we establish a network. So single computer act as a connected to a network. They share information. Okay, they exchange data. So these two systems participated in that network. To participate as a network node in that network, so first we use network interface card. So in olden days, network interface cards, NIC stands for network interface cards, are externally used. But in modern days, so this Ethernet network interface card are also called as NIC, network interface cards, are internally they installed on motherboard. Okay, so here it depicts the NIC card that is installed on a motherboard. Here this network interface card is internally connected to a motherboard. Coming to the remaining components, that are switches, hubs, routers, modems. Okay, so remaining cables. Why? Because when we construct computer networks, so our communication channel is required. Communication medium is required to establish a network. That communication medium or channel can be established by using either physically or logically. By physically, wires, we use wires. Okay, here there are different types of wires. Twisted pair wires, RJ45 wires, connectors. We use twisted pair cables. Wires are nothing but cables. There are different types of wires. Fiber optic cables, twisted pair cables. Okay, optical fiber, infrared rays or optical beams. So these are all acting as a communication channels, either physically or logically. Or satellites, without using wires means here wireless connectivity. Satellites, infrared rays or radio waves, these are all acting as a communication channel or media. So when you are constructing all these networking components like hubs, repeaters, routers, communication channels, physical links to establish, wires, cables, twisted pair cables, optical fiber cables, RJ45 connectors, these are all used in our computer network. These are all networking components when you construct any network. Thank you, students. So today we discuss the basic definitions of computer next class. We will discuss remaining basic concepts of computer networks. Thank you, students.